Hey guys, I'm 35 years old. I have no college success story, no huge startup, no millionaire parents, just a regular guy who figured out YouTube, and now I don't need a job to earn money to help support and provide for my family. It's been a huge blessing, and today I'm going to share that story with you. This is not going to be a perfect video. It's about as realistic as it gets. No edits. I'm just in my backyard here, fighting off bugs here in Florida. They're going to be attacking my ears and eyeballs the whole time because I don't have bug spray. But so this won't be perfect, but hopefully this inspires somebody, whether you're young or elderly or around my age, and you're fighting to pay your bills, to feed your family, and you just need a side income, or you just are tired of working, showing up 9 to 5 every day. You'll learn something if you stick around, so just hang tight, all right? So my background, and by the way, I need notes because I really struggle with winging it. So I need notes and bullet points to help me get through this. So again, it's not gonna be perfect, but we'll get through it together. Just stay with me. So like I said, I grew up very ordinary. My very first job was Burger King. I remember flipping hamburgers and met one of my first girlfriends there, and really hard work working at Burger King. I remember that like it was yesterday. I was probably 18 years old, and yeah, anyways, I won't touch much on that, but I also joined the Army, and I spent about 7 to 8 years in the providing military service, and I got out. I've been married I got out, and I also got married when I was in, right as I joined. I got married, eventually had 3 kids, got out, had another kid, so now I got 4 kids. And basically all of my 20s, I followed the traditional path of the 9 to 5, work hard, trade your time for money, make as much as you can, get promoted, chase jobs. Hopefully your life gets better. It's what everybody does. It's American dream. Get a car, go into debt, whatever. Why did I choose YouTube? Well, I noticed what I was doing wasn't working. I didn't have time. I didn't have money. I was in debt. I was miserable, not happy. I wasn't doing the things I wanted to do. It just didn't feel right. And so I wanted to build something that actually compounded. I did a lot of learning, a lot of studying, a lot of research on different paths, different career paths. And every time I looked into something new, a different job, after my experience, I just didn't want to work for anybody anymore in the traditional sense. It just didn't feel right, whether I wanted to get into IT, working with computers or on computers. Even not just computers, being a mechanic. I was a mechanic in the Army, and I could have easily transitioned into continuing to be a mechanic. And I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want to do it, and so I did everything possible to make a shift. And I realized, Luna, come here. Hold on one second. Luna, come here. Luna, come on. My dog's back here with me. I realized that I liked helping people. I liked teaching. And I started with minimal resources. And I realized, it wasn't quick. I ended up doing hundreds of videos. It took me for at what felt like forever. I look back now and it really wasn't that long, but I've been going on this journey for 3 to 5 years roughly. I couldn't tell you exactly because I've been going for so long now. But I've put out so many videos. I've gone through self-doubt. Being a normal guy, my parents and family members told me, we're not speakers. We don't do this kind of stuff. You know, your family tells you all those things that make you believe something about yourself. We've all been there. We've all done that. And I still, even today, struggle with the self-doubt and having trouble, putting myself out there. So it doesn't 100% change. But I had to learn the cameras, the editing, thumbnails, all that stuff. In the beginning, I started out with barely anything. And for long periods, it felt like nothing was happening. I was getting a couple hundred views here and there. And then it finally, I made one video on how, because I was detailing at the time. I had a detailing business where I was, mobily going to people's houses and detailing. And I decided one day I wanted to make a video for, how to shampoo car seats, and in hopes of getting myself SEO traffic to my website where I was getting leads for my business. I had no intention actually of being a YouTuber or making a business out of YouTube. But I made that video, and it just quietly in the background, when I wasn't paying attention for months, it got hundreds of thousands of views. It ranked #1 on YouTube for a while on how to clean your car seats. A really simple video. It was so stupid simple. I had no voiceover. My face wasn't in it. I just shot myself doing the video. It was incredibly stupid. Easy. And that's where I realized, I was like, oh, YouTube really is a thing. And I'm just Alan. And this worked. So why not actually put effort in and make this thing really work? And that's when I started trying to get monetized. I wasn't monetized at the time because the video was really short and I hadn't gotten 4,000 watch hours yet. So I kept going, started making more videos. And it was funny, I kept trying to chase that 100,000 view video and I couldn't do it. A lot of my videos sucked, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even have the single bit of clue why my video really worked until later on. I started to realize keeping it simple and delivering the message and helping people in a simple way really worked for me. And anyways, let me move on to the next thing here. I stopped chasing viral videos eventually. I just realized that focusing on solving a single problem at a time, like in the detailing space, for example, a DIY detailer. Luna, come here. A DIY detailer at home, they're going to want to know how to restore their black plastic trim to make it look like new again, or how to use Griot's Garage ceramic spray, or how to clean their leather car seats, how to polish their paint, how to remove swirls, things like that. And so although it was really slow, if I made my videos good enough and I worked hard enough at them, they would compound views. Luna! They would compound over time. And that's exactly what happened. And that's where I'm at today. I never chased viral videos. That's not how I made my channel work. It was just a few hundred videos doing a little bit of work, and they're called evergreen videos. They just continue to get views when you're sleeping because people are always searching how to fix these problems they're having. And so you get enough of those, you'll get paid. You get paid through AdSense, and then which is roughly about a third of what I get paid from, third to half of what I get paid from. And then you use Amazon affiliate or other affiliate options. Even YouTube has affiliate options now, which is pretty cool, where you just simply put the links in the description of the products you use. And you don't really have to hard sell it or anything. You just say, hey, if you like the tools and products I use, and you want to check them out, just check the description below, and that's it. It's that simple. And so those couple things led to me having an honest income from YouTube. Every video I improved a little bit at a time. I figured it out. I figured out what didn't work, what worked. I studied and watched YouTube Studio, which, be careful, can become a little bit of an addiction if you're not careful. So that's one little bit of advice, is don't get hyper focused on YouTube Studio. Just keep getting better at your videos, making them better, and putting them out there. Man, these bugs are killing me right now. Let's see here. So the income became predictable, basically, to now that I know what works and doesn't work, and now that I have an audience, people want to watch my videos, but I just know it'll work regardless. I know what people are searching for. If you want to do a review video, make a good review video, and if it does good enough, it will pop up in the search results. Number one, and people will watch it, and maybe they'll buy the product after they like your video. Luna, come here. And here's some things I learned. Ordinary people, like what I used to be and still am, all my family members, all my friends, all the regular people you talk to, they underestimate consistency. If you're really consistent at something and you stick to it, good things will happen and can happen, and it really truly does. Yes, I see you. Come here. Here, you guys want to see Luna? Come here. Come here. Oh, come here, Luna. Oh, she can't. She's got a bum leg. She's not going to be able to come up here. You don't need to be the smartest. I am not the smartest. Maybe you could have told from this video, I'm not the most well-spoken individual. I'm just from a small town. I'm just Alan. It's, if you talk to my family and friends, I just went back and visited home. I live far away. I live in Florida right now. My family's all back in Oregon. We visited, and I'm just Alan to them. I'm no big deal, It is what it is. And so hopefully that's helpful for you to understand that you don't have to be some Mr. Beast or some crazy personality to make it. You can be faceless and figure this out. Most people quit before the momentum arrives. So there's a lot of times I could have quit before the momentum actually started happening and this became a real thing. I could have easily quit, but I kept working at it. I remember being in my minivan for my family. I got 4 kids, like I said. When everybody's inside watching TV and eating food and hanging out, I would be in the minivan. And that was my quiet space. My office was the minivan, and I would work on editing my videos in there, doing my voiceovers, using basic equipment. I still use basic equipment today. All I had was, I believe, an iPhone 13. Yeah, an iPhone 13 at the time of starting, and I used that for quite a long time. I built my first few thousand subscribers with that, probably like 10,000 before I even upgraded my iPhone to iPhone 16. And then I have this cheap little tripod that I used. But other than that, I've used pretty much the same stuff until I bought this thing recently, a mic. And just like a month ago, I got a one of those GoPro things I want to try out. Not necessary. You don't need it. You really don't. I just am playing around with stuff now. You don't need all the fancy equipment. It's basically what I'm getting at. Now, small improvements, kind of back to the viral stuff, small improvements over time make a really big difference. If you keep trying to chase viral videos, you're really going to struggle. Luna, come here. Build your assets. If you've not read Rich Dad, Poor Dad before, or listened to other people talk, I'm a big follower of Myron Golden. I really encourage you to check him out. He's on here too. He really helped me in this space and helped me believe in myself. But they believe in building assets. It's different than trading your time for money like most people do. Most people wonder why their lives aren't working, why they're still unhappy no matter how much money they make. It's because they're doing the wrong stuff. You got to learn to build assets, and YouTube is basically an asset because it makes you money while you're not there, while you're not working, which that's what we all want. And so at this point in time, my assets are paying for me not working. If I stopped today, I would keep getting paid for months and years probably. And I'm just getting started. I just feel like I'm just getting started. Now it's getting fun. Now stuff's working. I just want to keep going. It fires me up more. Because now I get time with my family. I get time to hang out and do the things I want to do. If I want to start my day with going on a mountain bike ride or going for a walk, including taking my kids with me. This morning I took all three of my older kids with me mountain biking, and that's how we started our summer morning while they're off school. So we spent a couple hours doing that, made them some lunch, and I started working on some video ideas after lunch and hanging out with the kids. And now I'm here making this video because I want to make a new channel, helping people do exactly what I did, because I think that there's a lot of gurus and people out there making channels just trying to make courses. And it's not that I'm against courses. It feels like a lot of these videos you click on, they're just trying to sell you something, and they only give you like a little bite of something just to tease you, and they don't really help you, and they feel really fake. It's really hard to learn from people that feel really fake. It all feels and seems like BS anymore. So I want to be somebody different and help a lot more people feel like they can really do this thing. You don't have to be some crazy multi-millionaire or anything to get this done. What does my life look like now? I kind of gave you a little idea of that. But now I have a lot more control over my schedule. Like I said, I can do pretty much anything I want in the day. However, I do have to have a lot of discipline still. It's a little bit of a struggle because you got to have discipline to, when you don't need a job, and you know that, you have to have the discipline to still get up every day and do the things you need to do to remain happy, grounded, healthy. And so I get up and go to the gym every day, do something with the kids, like I said, and then I have to make a block of time where I actually work. And that could be in the morning or in the afternoon. It really depends on how I feel. But usually when the kids are in school, I start first thing in the morning after I have some gym time. And I'll go until I'm kind of burnt out on it. But then I can go to the beach if I want. I can drive. I live in the Lakeland area. I can drive to Tampa, go to Clearwater Beach and spend a day there if I really wanted to. Or I can go bring my wife a coffee just because I want to and take her out to lunch. I can, it's an awesome thing. I really wish people had more faith in themselves for things like this, because if I can do it, anybody can do it, I swear. I get more time. Sorry, give me one sec. I'm trying to catch up on my notes. It is a different stress. stress is still there. We all have stress from jobs, but stress is different with this. Now it's all on you when you're doing this, so you get the stress of needing to make sure your channel keeps going, make sure your business keeps going, and you're doing the right things, and you're being consistent. And you know, there's a lot of times where it is really stressful when you post a video and you don't know if it's going to work. You don't know if you said something wrong. You get a lot of comments, negative comments, but then you get good positive comments that come through, which is really nice. And those ones help me get pushing through. But there's a lot of negative comments, and you got to be able to work through that stuff. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't trade it. This life is awesome. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world, and I keep pushing every day to make sure it never goes away. I never want to be complacent to the point where I give up this blessing. It feels like retirement, but I'm not really retired. I'm only 35, and it's crazy to say that I don't have to have a 9-to-5 job to make 9-to-5 job money. So, let's see. To wrap this up, my message to you guys is, if you're ordinary, that's okay. You don't need permission to get started. I don't care what people have told you in your past. I don't care what your teacher told you, your parents, your grandparents, your friends. I don't care what anybody told you. You don't need permission. Just get started. Don't tell anybody you did it. Just get going. If you know how to do something, you'd be surprised what people don't know. When I was growing up, my parents didn't teach me everything. And so when I went into the military, for example, there was guys that knew vehicles to like diesel trucks like the back of their hand. They just knew it all because their dad took them on the farm and showed them how to do it. I didn't know that stuff. So, you know, I love learning from people that actually were taught that stuff and they know it. And it might seem like common sense to you, but it's really not common sense to a lot of people. Come here, Luna. Like I said, pick something you know. You'd be surprised. You can teach people how to knit, how to sew, how to take care of your yard, how to fix lawnmowers, how to fix cars. There's a big YouTuber called Chris Fix. You might have heard of him. Same thing. He just shows people how to fix their cars. It's really that simple. He's just that example. He's really good at it. I'm not even comparable, I don't think, to him and how he makes videos, but I still make it work because I make videos simple and I just teach. I just keep going. So you could do the same thing. Let's see. You can also go in entertainment if you want. I don't really know much about the entertainment side of things. That's not really what I do. I like teaching people. So, but if entertainment is something you want to do, study that. Make sure that there's enough people in that space that they can learn. Everybody's got a car. So, you know, that's an easy space to get into because everybody wants help with how to maintain their car, whether their engine or, you know, how to change a tire. You'd be surprised how many people look that up. You could be the person that ranks for that. Make sure to stick with it long enough because eventually you will get good at it. You suck long enough at something, but you keep sticking with it, you will get good at it. You'll understand what works and what doesn't. I'm not going to say that it's going to work for every single person, but most of the time, if you stick with it, it'll work. I can almost guarantee it. As long as you're willing to learn and you stay open-minded and you want to keep learning and figuring stuff out, it will work out. And in 3 to 5 years, your life could look completely different if you follow my advice and just do it. If you go this path, it can be potentially life-changing for you. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something, and I appreciate you watching. If it did help you, hit the like button, share with a friend or family member that could also benefit from this video. and enjoy the rest of your summer, and I'll catch you next time.